forest. Well, here I am back at the old mine site again. As you can see, there it is in the background. And I'm just here for another day of exploring around, trying to get up the top. This time I'll try and get around to the top. But I'll be doing a bit of metal detecting and maybe a bit of sampling, trying to take some samples. Last time I was out here, I found a big heavy rock and I took it home. I smashed a bit off it. It was hard. Anyway, it was loaded with pyrite, so I discovered a little bit of gold in a few spots, a bit of crystalline gold in it. It's loaded with pyrite. I'm still in the process of crushing it, so I'll show you a bit of what I found later on. But there's been some other people here. When I came in, there was a campsite there, and I tell you what, some people... Yeah, bit more rubbish left here by clowns. Unbelievable, isn't it? Campsites. Don't you just love campsites? Well, I don't mind campsites, but I don't like ones that look like that. Okay. Yeah, here's a little example of their rubbish. Real smart guys, you know. Last time I come out here, I had to take home some bottles and stuff. But this is the sort of thing they do. Yeah, dimwits. Fair dinkum. Yeah, just take a look at this old battery again. Like, I was only here about a month ago, and I reckon some idiots have been out here pushing at it. Like, it's starting to fall down. This top bar's maybe broke away by coincidence, but I don't think so. I noticed that they've moved things around here that weren't moved before, and she's starting to tip over this way. Like they've been pushing on the posts. Fair dinkum. It's just what I said before. If you come out here, just leave it the way it is. But you know what? People just won't do that. They're just imbeciles. Just get sick and tired of them and numbnuts. Fair dinkum. I don't know. What are you going to do with them? Now over here, I just noticed something too. I didn't see it the last time. Check this out. See this this cutout all the way along this rock here, goes all the way along around here, and I tell you, I just woke up to what it is. They've obviously been, and there it goes along here too. There's been a geologist out here, and he's took chip samples all the way along, probably had a bucket underneath, and he's chopped it with his pick, taken samples of all this mineralised ground and rock. He's been taking samples all the way along, and then they take it back and they assay that for any sorts of minerals. So yeah, that was interesting. I didn't see it before, but you can see it as plain as anything right along the face of this big rock here. So that's what they've been doing, they've been sampling. Okay. Righto. It's pretty dark in here because it's the rainforest, as you can see. The camera's putting out some light, but it's very dark right around. And I just went up in there, or I'll go up in there in a minute. I've been up in there. There's another hole in the ground up there. But this apparently was one of the test trenches that this guy must have done. The original guy that goes round into here, and he's trenched up into here looking for the mineralisation. So I'm just going to go down there and have a bit of a detect, see what happens. Right, I'm getting readings everywhere in here, all over the place. Yeah, can't get. Iron readings are so mineralised, it's not funny. But over here I was getting this crazy sound. I dug it up. I'm getting readings all over the place, like 37, 89, 48. It's just going crazy. The ground's so mineralised, but when I dug it, I found this thing. Great big chunk of steel. Don't know what it's off, but yeah, here's a big hunk of steel. But I noticed just down there too, there's a great big steel pipe. But I'm still getting this. 40, 49. Well, I finally got up the top. I'll tell you what, I risked an arm and a leg to get up here. And I still got a little way up the top there to go. But have a go at this freaking mullock heap. Look at the overburden. There's just hundreds of tons of it. All around here. All around me. Goes over the bank. I had to climb up that damn thing. I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back down it. But it's just, it goes for forever. Up into the scrub up here. And I've I had to just come up the side of it, but the sun's starting to come out now. Yeah, so pretty dangerous stuff, pretty slippy stuff. Goes all around the side of that hill there too. And up the top there, I still haven't got round to the mine hole, there the shaft. So, and up here too. And up here. So, this is obviously all the stuff that's come out of it. And of course all those other old pieces down there are off the other crushers. There was even bits more here. I found some other stuff here. Ooh, what have we got round the corner here? Bit of a... Yeah. Wow. Someone's been having a bit of a go in there as well. Wow, look at that up there. So it goes up the top. All down here, it's all packed in here. But someone's been excavating down there. Everywhere you go, there's up here, same excavation holes. Wow, and there's a bit of one of the old other bits of the old crusher there. Someone's been. Oh, if I get over it. Oh hell! Whoa! Whoa! Check that one out. Wow! down here, it's just a deep dark hole. She's going straight down the ground. They probably call it. Yeah, I just dug a piece here in this hole here, and had a pretty good signal. Of course, I didn't put the iron audio on, and that's what I turned up. Yeah, it'd be nice if it was a nugget, but it's a piece of friggin' steel. Yeah. But this mullock heap here is just incredible. Yeah, there's the steel in it. There it is there. Yeah, it's massive, this heap. I'm standing, I don't know, 100 feet down there, and it's just all across here and around here. And then when I come up this hill, I still can't get round to the main mine shaft, the one that I showed before that was way up in the hill, but I come up upon this one here, But I don't want to get too close because these ferns are growing in this edge, but there's nothing there. And there's the hole down there. Huge, huge big friggin' hole. Wow. That's all this stuff. The whole lot could go down. Well, I made that mistake of grabbing all the dead branches before. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back at this thing again, where the bat smell was. I'm just getting down in there a bit. I think it is part of the original mine. Now you can see down there. There's yeah, there's some posts in there holding it up. A couple have fallen down, but it's down there, probably about, I don't know, 30 feet or so, and then it goes up that way. It goes up along there, so I reckon it's part of that. That goes down a bit further. That down there's about 40 odd feet down there. So I reckon it's from that main mine that's down this way, a couple 100 feet down that way. This is another breather vent. But yeah, you got that awful smell. Alright, I'm getting out here. Down there. And I'm standing on the edge. All this here where I'm standing is just piled up rock and dirt that they've put around the mouth of it. So not very stable, not real safe, as I said before. Like you want to lay on your guts to have a look over the edge of that. But boy, they pulled some rock out of here. I've been doing a bit of detecting over, but I tell you what, they haven't left much in the way of quartz. That piece I found last time, which I'll show you on this clip, it was a beautiful piece of quartz. I'd like to find a few more like that. I wouldn't mind crushing them then, but I've had no luck so far in finding any quartz. See if I can turn this camera around. Yeah, that's better. The sun's up now. He's real bright. But before, when I went in there, that big hole that I could smell the bats in, it's sort of like got like this warm odour coming out of it. So I'd say it comes off the main adit that goes in down there, the main shaft coming in, and it's sort of a breather off the thing. And I'd say there is bats in there because the air's passing through and then coming up out of this and giving it this warm sort of stink, the bat smell. So, but boy, there's holes here everywhere. So I'll just keep going. I'll keep my eyes out on this mullocky. I'm really sort of checking it out to see if I can just see anything that looks interesting. You know, you got the obvious stuff, which is all of the overburden, but I'm looking for something more like with some quartz on it, like I did last time. I got some pieces and I took them home, and the one rock that I found, like I said, I broke a piece off it, and it was just loaded with pyrite, and it was real heavy, so I took it home last time, and that's the one I found some crystalline gold in, which I'll show you on this clip. But I'm in the process of sort of crushing it up. I did crush a bit up and panned it out, and it just had like ounces of pyrite in it. But anyway, I'll keep having a look. It's beautiful now that the sun's out, and starting to get a bit in need of a cuppa and something to eat. So I don't know how the hell I'm going to get back down, because I had to climb up. It's always easier going up than going down, because this rock's all very crumbly and rolly. I've got to get down it somehow. So with a backpack on, the shovel and buckets and stuff, it's not real easy. So, but anyway, I'll keep going, right? Alright, I got back down the hill, and on my way down I happened to stumble on a piece. Now, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful piece of quartz. Nice bit of quartz. This is the stuff that they were mining and crushing here. I'm not saying there's anything in this, but it's still a good example of it. I wouldn't think they'd let anything that was too good get away. But like over the years, people have come here and probably cleaned it all out. I couldn't see anything else. This was just down near the bottom. It had obviously rolled off the top somewhere and gone right down the bottom in the bush, and I was coming down an easier way and happened to find it. But that's a beautiful bit. And the other bit I found was even better than this. It's got like castles out of the top of it, crystal castles. It's magnificent. But yeah, I'd like to find a bit more of it. But anything, just looking for anything that shows any mineralisation. I mean, there's a lot of mineralisation here, that's for sure. There's iron everywhere, and pyrite everywhere. I know I said I wouldn't go in that mine, but last time I did, I went in there about 20 feet because there's a bit of a fall in there, and hit it with the torch, and it just lit up like a Christmas tree. There's just nothing but glistening pyrite. So, but anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. Might do a little bit more detecting. I've done a little bit around up the top of that mullock heap up there, but as I say, mainly exploring. I mean, it's all about the exploration, you know, not always about the gold. Otherwise I'd have gone down and panned a bit down the creek. I know I'm always sure of getting some down there. But I wanted to come back and check this out sort of thoroughly, other than going in the mine itself and start digging at some walls and stuff, which I'm not inclined to do because it's too dilapidated. Just looking for other spots of mineralisation that I could maybe have a bit of a pick around and take it home, crush it and pan it out. Anyway, we'll see what we can find. I'll keep going. Yeah, back again. I just come back here to have another look at this spot, and I don't know how I missed it the last time. I think I was too busy looking at too many other things. But that section I showed you last time, with this bank that hangs this loose rock, and of course there's the mine up there. That's all. I still haven't been able to get to that. I can't get round to it and can't get up to it. It's too steep. But anyway, I come over this bank again, and I found it running across there. It's a quartz vein. I've got cleavage there. I'll just see if I can get over to it. It's a bit high up. It's certainly dangerous. I probably can't reach it, but yeah, I just happened to look up and see it there. Now this embankment, as you can see, it's very dangerous. There's a loose rock just sitting there, and to work below it, but there it is, running along, all the quartz in there. See if I can get a bit of a close up. Some people have been having a pick at it. See if I can see it there. Get a close up of that. Look at that. That's all quartz. All the way along there. All the way along there. Runs all the way along. And yeah, there's my finger. They've been taking it out up there. See if I can zoom back out. Yeah, that's it. So unfortunately the only thing I've got to stand on is that, and I don't know if I can actually reach it, but I'll see if I can. I'll get my rock pick in my bag and see if I can strike a blow in there and get a few samples. Okay. Alright, I'm nearly out of battery. down to 1. I could go off any minute, so I've got to go back to the car. I got a bit of stuff out of that quartz vein. See if I can let you have a look at it in there. Yeah, I don't know, you can see it. I can't see the screen, but I just got a bit out of there. That's that piece of quartz that I found. So I'll crush it up when I get home and see how it goes. Alright, so battery's going to die and the other battery's in the car, so I've got to go back anyway. It's a cup of tea time. So glad you could come along for the ride. Okay, see ya. G'day. Back at the car. Just had a cup of tea and a bite to eat. Where I am, it's pretty isolated, as you can see. Pretty well overgrown. It's rainforest here, and that's the track up there to the mine. So it's a bit of a hike. So what I always do whenever I go out in the bush, I don't know whether you do or not, but I carry this personal EPIRB on me. You see that there? Little EPIRB on my belt, and that's just in case something happens. You know, you slip over or break a leg or something like that and you can't get back to your car. It gets awful cold out here, down in the minuses sometimes, especially now it's winter. So yeah, you got to use that to get rescued, then you have to use it. But I always tell people where I'm going, leave a bit of a detailed map, then they know if I'm not home tonight, and you can send out the light brigade. But the EPIRB, you know, just in case something happens. Plus I carry a first aid kit. Like to have that in my backpack. Various other things, torches, something I can light a fire with. Carry a thermal blanket. Anyway, yeah, maybe I'll make another video and show you everything that I got in my bag that I take with me. It's not too heavy, but as I say, when I go panning the creek, I've only been up the creek a few kilometres, but I want to go a lot further than that. It's a bit hard to carry all the stuff, that's all. So I might have to try and bring my son along with me. Would be good if he could you know, help me carry all the stuff. Anyway, I'm going to get in the car and head off. So there's a couple of bits of ore I brought back from that mine, showing a little bit of crystalline gold in there. I've got another piece as well, which I'll show you. This is another piece. This is a bigger piece of rock, but it all come off the same one. And you can see it there, the black line is the line I put round it in a texture colour. That's just a black texture, so I could readily find it again. It's very small, very crystalline, and of course the rock is just loaded with pyrite, but you can see the pyrite beside it. I don't know if I can actually scan up onto the pyrite. Yeah, that's the pyrite. There's loads of iron pyrite there, which if I get the torch up at the same time, which I can't, I've got the camera, I'll be able to show you that. It glistens silver, but this piece down here is the gold. You see the gold in it there. Okay. Yeah, there it is again. There's the pyrite on the piece of rock. Plenty of pyrite on top. Again, down to the bit on the end of the rock, and that's the gold there. Okay. Yeah, have a look at this beautiful piece of quartz. This come from out at that mine, and I didn't have the heart to crush it. It's beautiful. It's like a castle. It's got crystal crystal castle on the top of it, and it's as heavy as anything. I think this piece, you can see it in my hand there, that weighs about 6 pounds or more. It just feels so heavy, much heavier than just a piece of white quartz. So it may have gold in it, but I just didn't have the heart to crush it because it's so pretty. Beautiful piece. So yeah, that come from the mine. Okay. Right, I'm back home now. So when I was out there the last time, I went down the creek for the rest of the afternoon, and I panned a bit in the creek, and this is what I had in the bucket from that time. That's over a month ago now. I haven't panned it out. I've just had it sitting in the bucket with some borax in there, just been stewing away, and I give it a bit of a shake every couple of days, and so I'll pan it out. And the reason I just soak it in a bit of borax is it helps to get any of the sort of waxes and saps and stuff off your gold, because sometimes the black sand will hold the gold and you think it's just black sand, but it's actually the specks of gold that are coated with the residues. So the borax actually cleans that off, and you end up getting a bit more gold than you thought you had. So that's what I've done. Normally I only leave it for about a week before I pan it, but this has been sitting for over a month. So I'm just going to pan it out. There's only about an inch of concentrate that I brought home in the bottom of the bucket. So I'm going to pan that out and we'll see how we go. Alright? I only do about a tablespoon at a time. When I got down to that much concentrate, you've got to be really careful you don't lose any, so it takes me a while, but I make sure I get pretty much 100% of everything that's in that bucket. Yeah, tablespoon at a time, and see how I go. Got a little bit of bit of jet dry, bit of rinse aid in the water. It breaks the surface tension without making all the bubbles. Just backwash and tap. Oh, looky here. I got a picker. I got a picker here. You gotta see if you can see this one. See if I can get this in the camera. I'm gonna spill the water. See him up there. Oh, look at that. A nice little. Where's my finger? There it is. Right there. That one's a damn picker. That's a beauty. Like that. There's another one there, and there's a couple of little bits of fine stuff in there. But, you know, let's see if I can get that close up. Yeah, he's a nice one. Very good. Right, there's some more of that. Alright. If you want to keep the gold up this end, tap at the front. If you want the gold to walk up the pan, tap on the top. There's a little bit of fine stuff in there. See if you can have a look at some of this. Very hard because it's tiny. See if I can get this to come over and have a look at that. There. There's a bit in there, but it's real small. Real small. Okay. I don't miss much. Doing it this way, it's the only way. I've got a Miller table, doesn't work as good as doing it this way. Not unless you like throwing some gold away. This is the only way. I get right down to the microns. People are amazed at the size of the pieces that I can get out of this. By doing it this way, I'll even separate all the black sand so that there's nothing but clean gold. Don't have any black sand. By doing it this way, I can get it all out, all of it. Tried the lot, tried magnets, you name it, everything. But nothing works like this. You just got to take your time. And it takes time and patience, but if you love doing it, doesn't matter. It's good therapy. There's a little bit there. Yeah, look at that. Oh, let's see if I can get a eyeball on that. Get an eyeball on that one. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. There you go. I'll get, whoop, is it going to focus? Not going to focus. That's it. Focus there. So, very tiny, some of it, very tiny. But I'll get the lot. Right down to whatever the human eye can see, I'll get it. Okay? Well, here's the sum total of what I got out of that about inch of concentrate. Here's the little picker there. I picked him up. Got him there on my finger, as you can see, so I'll drop him back in there. And this is what come out of it. Let's see if we can get a close up on this one. Hopefully that's focusing. So that's it. You see that there? Okay, so I'll just say sign off again. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, just click the like button, maybe subscribe. If I go out again, I'll maybe take another video if you're interested. I've got a lot of things I'd like to discuss and talk about. So anyway, I'll catch you next time. Bye.